Welcome, people of the tarot. You're going to hear a lawnmower because he showed up at the wrong time. My cousin's doing our lawn because he has the best lawnmower. So anyway, this is an indigo vat that I started with indigo powder yesterday, and I'm doing the second batch today. So I've had this in, this is yarn in here, I've had it in for a few minutes, and I'm going to pull it out, and it's not going to be as strong as yesterday because I have to be very careful. As you can see, it's green. I'm going to squeeze it out here, and what you will watch will happen is see how it's starting to turn blue. It has to oxidize and it will turn blue, and that's a nice light blue. Yesterday the vat was very fresh, and try not to splash as best I can. Do it quickly. See how this has already got blue, and I'm going to get this done as quick as I can. So now I got some more roving here, and I'm going to, which I have to be very careful with so it don't felt on me. As long as it don't, it's going to felt a little, but usually not enough. So I have to let the water drain because I don't want to introduce a lot of water, and I have to put it in here very quickly. Let that drain. I'm going to pop this one in. I'm going to hold it down a little bit. And now I'm going to go drain. The next one was the yellow that I already dyed with goldenrod. That's over here in the bucket because I'm going to have to get that into the bucket once it's done oxidizing. So it doesn't matter if I get blue on it. It's going to be blue. And then I'm going to have to get all of this into some water so it stops the oxidizing. So as you can see, and I'm going to show you after everything's dry what it really looks like. See how that it's oxidized into a blue? And it will keep going. It's not done yet. It really needs to be hung up. See how this is turning already quickly? I'll push it back down under where the other one drains. And I'm going to do the same thing with that. Kind of can't hang it out, so I'm just going to hang this on my other rack over in the other corner. I don't care if it drips on the floor, it's no biggie. So I can really oxidize. Good. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. I got such a strong vat going here. So once this process starts, it goes pretty quickly because I don't want it to stay in that long. And I also got some fabric I'm going to throw in, which I scoured. Fabric. This shirt that I had on was dyed one time, but since I didn't scour it, which is just boiling it in hot soapy water on the stove, it gets rid of all the sizing and all the stuff that the manufacturing process leaves on it. So I'm going to check on that. Now this yellow that I got, and I'll probably get some on my nose because my nose is sweating. My cousin's about done on this side. So I'm going to bring over this yellow that was dyed with goldenrod. And I'm going to take this out. I'm not going to leave this in very long either because... And then my last dip today will be the fabric. And we'll see what happens with that. And my feet are killing me because it took 2 to 3 hours to get this vat set up. And I almost think it's better to do the vat one day and leave it overnight. I think it works better that way. Because it needs, what you use is 2 different processes. You use the powder, soda ash, and spectrolite. Which is a color run remover. It's basically uric acid. It's like pea, because that's what they used to use, stale pea, to make an indigo vat years ago, but I didn't want to go that route. But it kind of smells like that once you get it done. So it's a chemical process where you have to take the air out of the vat. It's a lot easier to do than when you do fresh indigo, which I'll show you. Hell, I'll just show you the whole thing. This is a plant that I grew last year and the year before. I grew the indigo. This is Japanese indigo, and this is all dried out now, but you can see the blues and greens from it, and that's what I did, and that was such a process. I said, this year I'm buying the indigo powder, which is, it's still plant-based, okay? It's just somebody else grew it and then dried it and pulverized it for me, so I wouldn't have to do all the work. Believe me, it's enough work, and I'm flooding the place. I'm going to have to go out. My cousin's isn't done yet with my, but I need to get this outside as soon as possible. He's still, I think he's going around the other side of the house now, which will be good, so I won't get stuff all over my yarn. I may even take that out now. Let's see. I'll let it go a little bit more. While I do that, you guys, I'm not going to stop the film. I got to take my other stuff outside. Well, actually, what I got to do is put the fabric in here, so that's ready to pop in. Fabric will soak. Well, maybe not. Let's see. I'm getting the fabric out. But there was, after I did the fabric in the water, after I boiled it in soapy water this morning. And oh my gosh, guys, let me tell you, now that I got water all over the floor in here, letting that oxidize. But don't worry, I got rags. I'll have to get them. See how nice and blue that is? That's deep blue. Okay? So this pan is really exhausted. I'm going to put this back in the water and then hang it up outside. Hopefully my cousin will be done soon. Kind of came at the wrong time, but I wasn't going to wait because I wanted to get this done. That way it will stop the oxidation process. And let's see, I need something to take this out with. It's a lot of back and forth. That's why my legs are killing me. Actually, I'm going to stuff this fabric right in there now. It don't really matter to me too much. It will put it out of the way. I just crumpled it in, and I'm going to stick this right in the vat, right underneath this wool here, if I can get my hand in without. Okay. And I'm going to take that out, but I got to get my strainer over here again. See, I don't really have it set up perfectly because I got so much other pots in here, and it's really a mess. Alrighty, let's get this out. And like I said, I gotta try to be as careful as I can not to let that drip. I got quite a bit here. It's dripping. Hopefully I didn't disturb the vat and got too much air in it. And we'll dip that in. Okay. And this is ready too. I'm going to put this right in over the top of it. This is the yellow. And I got water all over the place. That's why I have towels hanging around. When you get water all over the place. I really need to get this outside. Just see how this is turning nice and blue. It's oxidizing already. See the blue water. Okay, I'm going to push this down in. And like I said, once I'm all done, I'll show you guys everything. I got to get out and do get that into warm soapy baths, you know, get all that so I don't lose any more color. And as you can see, because I did such a strong vat, it didn't take long. So hopefully I'll just let that set. And I'll be right back. I'm going to leave that running. I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to take this out. I got to get it outside on my rack. So it can fully oxidize. Put that in a quick drip of water. And we'll get that out so they can fully oxidize in the air, and then it will be washing them. Okay, I am back. And I got blue all over me because I did this one so fast. But I didn't want the color that dark. That's why I'm doing it that fast. So I got to push my yellow down a little bit, hold it in, and then I'm going to pull that out, and that's going to turn to green. And like I said, I will show you again. And I'm going to try to save this vat. I'm going to shut my power off for another dip because it looks good. And what I did is I covered it in saran wrap. I came out this morning and let it heat up very slowly. So we'll see how it goes. And it's hot, you know, I might like tell you my feet are killing me because humid air, it's terrible, and it's really humid today. I'm just kind of getting used to it now. Alrighty, I'm going to pull this out very carefully if I can. This isn't as much, and it's dripping all over the place. I don't want to drip in my vat, but that's alright. We'll let that oxidize. I'm going to let the fabric sit a little longer. It doesn't seem to be oxidizing, as it's not as deep. So we'll push that back down in. Also, I introduced bubbles, so that's not good. Because you want the air to, as you can see, that's changing already. That's going to be a green color. So I may have just killed the vat because I put a lot of air bubbles in it, but it's not killed. It still should be good for tomorrow. My hands are all sweat. You see my green gloves are blue. So now I got a lot of washing I got to do. I'm going to take this out. I'll be right back and I'll pull the fabric out. Ooh, it looks good now, guys. So, and I don't care if this is not perfectly even colored, because that's the fun part too. I'm going to fold the fabric out and show you that, and then I'm going to shut it off. And then another day, when everything's all nice and dried out, I show you what I got so far. I don't care if this drips a little. Presto! It's going to turn blue before your eyes. So I got this shut off. I'm going to let that rest. And I probably should be able to come back and use it tomorrow. Take my gloves off for a moment. They're all wet or sweat. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you stuck through it all. And we'll have the results soon.